Good morning, good morning. Happy Monday. I hope you guys had an awesome weekend filled with lots of fun with your family, with your friends. I hope you were able to accomplish some of the things that you wanted to do with rest time, with enjoyment time, and that you were able to spend some time doing things to plan ahead for yourself and for this week. I hope you were able to do, I know yesterday in my stories, it's still in there if you want to see it. I talked about brain dumping and time blocking. I hope that you were able to do that and that you were able to brain dump both for your personal life and in your business, because you guys, that is something that I avoided for a very long time. And since I have been doing that and implementing that, I've been doing it for about a year, and it has changed my life in many ways. So just get it all out. That's what a brain dump is for. Get everything out on paper. It doesn't need to look perfect. That is a space for you to get all of the things out. And when you're doing that, I want you to think, what really went well for me last week in my personal life and in my business? And also, what areas in my business am I avoiding because I'm feeling triggered or feeling overwhelmed set in when I think about them or when I'm about to set out to do them? Okay, so I have 3 tasks for you that I want you to focus on this morning, okay? It's the first week in February, right? We know that February is a short month. So I want you to be really intentional and really reflective of where you're at. Very objective, very non-judgmental. I know that for myself and for so many other people, like, what do we do when we are in a space of something that comes up that's unexpected or unanticipated? We do one of 2 things. We either muddle through and think we have to just kind of figure it out, right? And we just muddle, or we avoid. We start avoiding when things come up, okay? I don't want you to do either one of those things. I want you to be aware, and I want you to move past that space, because it is not a space that is going to be beneficial for you anymore. And so I want you to do instead is, when something comes up, because we know that something always will, I want you to sit with it. I want you to sit with the feelings that surround it for just a little bit, and the feelings that come with it, and not avoid it. Okay. So yesterday in my story too, I shared a little bit about Mel Robbins. I had a link that went to one of her things, and I can share it in here if you guys want to see it. I love her. If you're not following her on Instagram or following what she says, she has a lot of valuable, super helpful content. And what she talked about was diving into why you're feeling the way you're feeling, because you guys, it is not about the other person. It is always about ourselves, right? Like, whether it has to do with your team or your business or your parenting, or where things are at in your marriage, or where things are at with Plexus, or why people have the things they have and we don't have them, like all of those things. It's never about the other person. It's the feeling that we get that we're trying to avoid when the thing comes up. And so what do we do to avoid? We make it about the other person instead of ourselves. We do all we can to avoid it and make it about somebody else. Okay, so number 1, getting back to this, what went well for you, specifically in Plexus in your business, because that is why we're here, right? Maybe you did some really awesome 3-way chats. Maybe you did a coaching call. Maybe you did really awesome at planning to the event that we had, and you set time aside for your business and you honored that. Each day you spent 20 minutes and you just plugged in, you caught up on your threads, you watched the content, and you did your IPAs. What is it that you did really good last week, that first week of February? I want you to do that again, okay? Maybe it's a messenger event this week, because this is an off week. We're not doing our event within the Inspiring Wellness page. So maybe it's a messenger event that you're going to hold this week. Keep with the habits that are growing you And then on the flip side, I want you to think about what didn't go as well for you as you wanted it to. Don't just avoid it, you guys. Don't just avoid those things. Think about why you are avoiding the things that you are avoiding, and why did the things not go well that aren't going well or didn't go well for you last week. Are you connecting with your team? Are you following up? Are you doing your customer care? Are you encouraging them and your team to do the things that are available to them, and then following up and encouraging and supporting them in that? Or just kind of dropping the message and then letting it go, right? Maybe the event that we had last week didn't bring fruit for you. Think about that for a second. Did you actually do the inviting piece? Did you remind your team to do it? And did you support them within doing that? Did you help them invite and overcome their fears? Because you guys, the things that come to challenge us do not come to stop us. They come to grow us. And I know I've said that before. So those are areas that we can step in. They don't take a lot of time. They just take time blocked intention. Okay? And the things that come to challenge us, that don't come to stop us, they will come to grow us if we are willing to grow. So in order to grow, we need to be reflective. Okay? And maybe there's things about this business that you don't love. That's how it is with anything, you guys. That's how it is with everything in life. But the things that we don't love in opportunities are things that we can't just dismiss because we don't love them, right? We have to jump in and lean into them. So think about, number one, what are you avoiding and why? What did you avoid last week and why? What are you doing really well at that you're really, really grateful for, that you feel like you've grown in, and why? And that's, you guys, that's what brain dumps are for. They're for getting it all out and the reflection. And I can tell you right now, you guys, that the teams that are willing are the teams that are growing. The teams that are willing to do the things and to lean in and to listen and look objectively are the teams that are growing. Life is not about avoiding the feelings that come, you guys. So the feelings come in. It's not about others. It's about making us feel the feelings that we don't want to feel, that we are avoiding. Okay? And you guys, we're going to get this in this industry because we are living our lives out loud to help other people, for other people to reframe, to other people to have examples to follow, for other people to have ideas and how things can be different, both on Instagram and in Facebook, right? You're here because you want to grow. And I want you to dive in and do that this week, today, okay? Don't let another week go by, because maybe last week wasn't the best for you. If you allow that, 1 week becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, 3 becomes the 28th of the month, and then all at once we're hustling and we're condemning ourselves and we're shaming ourselves, and it feels discouraging. And I don't want that for any of you, because that is not of the Lord. That is not what this opportunity is about. I want you to shift that. I don't want you to live in that mode. I want you to live in the mode where you've time blocked and you've set the intentions and you've spent the 20-minute block or whatever that looks like for you doing the things, and then you're celebrating it and you're celebrating that opportunity, and you can be that light for others because you've loved and nurtured yourself as well. So number one, just to recap, what went well last week for you? What brought you fruit? Number two, what are you avoiding? What did you avoid last week? Number three, what are you going to do today, this week, on the front end of things to move your needle forward? If you need help, you guys, reach out. You have an entire team for us to encourage one another. The message threads that I have are not just for me Obviously, I'm leading and guiding the things and the tools I've been blessed with, but they're not just for me to spill content at you. They are for connection. This is what we are here for. Okay? Today, the February challenge starts within the page, Inspiring Wellness. Ryan is also doing one surrounding intermittent fasting that starts soon. We have a Zoom call tonight at 9:00 Central. And this is an off week, so you can do messenger events. Set your intentions. Who are you going to edify? Who can you grow this week? What event or messenger event can you plan, and how? How many people can you get to go silver? And what event can you do to help your people get there and to help yourself help more people as well? I will see you guys at the Zoom at 9:00 tonight. I want you to have an awesome Monday.